This is for the YouTube VOD and the highlight. I wanted to let you guys know that there is going to be no session 3 highlight because of me not being here for that session. We decided to keep it coherent with the sessions that have actually been played even without me there, that we're going to keep the naming convention as it is for the actual game sessions, not just the streams and videos. So if there's any confusion with that, I am sorry about that, but hopefully the title, if I remember, the titles will correspond correctly to the sessions, and also having the little recap that is given to us before each session. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into Discord and see what's going on.
And everyone is sorted out their level 3 stuff before I go into that.
Yes.
Okay. And anyone that hasn't noticed, the music player that we are currently using has been updated.
Yeah, I found that out about 15 minutes ago, 5 minutes after I started stream.
Yeah, I only.
Luckily, it's a small download.
Yeah, I just finished downloading it. But with that, I think we're all ready to go. Anyone have? Oh, actually, no. I have something to bring up. First of all, good to have you back, Usyk.
Yes.
We missed you last week.
I missed D&D a bunch.
I mean, you missed them, I did.
I missed quite a few things.
You missed a lot. It was kind of a very fact-filled session, which I'm sure you'll figure some of that out as we go into this one. Since you are back and we are streaming again, I do have some disclaimers because first, from this point forward, there will be spoiler warnings from the first game from Critical Role. That's the Stories of Vox Machina. The setting of this takes place in the middle of the 2-year gap after the end of the Chroma Conclave. So yeah, spoilers.
You have been warned.
And I think that's just about it. Anyone have anything they want to go over before we jump in? I'll take that as a no. All right then.
I need some advice or opinions.
Okay.
There you go. There's your answer.
I don't know what that means.
1, Bold Person 1, Guiding Bolt 2. There you go.
Okay. So
when in doubt, flip a coin.
Instead of Bold Person. Alright.
When in doubt, flip a coin.
If it comes to bite us in the ass, then we blame Usyk. Alright?
Blame the dice, not me.
Because I've prepared Guiding Bolt for every session and I haven't cast it once.
Alright.
Oh, my Zelda shirt got here. Hog.
Okay, with that sorted out, let's get into it. So when we last left off, the group, suddenly missing one of its members, found its way to Zephyra, the location of the Air Ashari and the rift between planes. Here they found out of a possible link between smugglers and those they're looking for within the surrounding mountains. Poachers looking to steal griffin eggs for one reason or another. After a rather dangerous and parallel climb through the mountains, They found themselves faced off against a small group of these smugglers or bandits. After a very brief conversation, it quickly turned to violence. Violence that was rather quickly subdued. Thanks to Quill and Faye, mostly. After that, however, they had difficulty with a particular demon popping in and out before finally none other than the voice of the Tempest herself, Keyleth, coming and nearly killing both the demon and Mortal, scaring the demon off, healing Mortal, and taking everyone back to Zephyr. And that is where we left off. You find yourselves now back in Zephyr within the main building, or for lack of a better word, the suite of the Ereshari's Voice of the Tempest. Sitting around a table, drinking tea and nursing some wounds some of you have acquired. During this time, and much small talk and discussion, a young lady walks in with Nim surprisingly behind her. And with that, you are free to do as you like.
I'm gonna look around the room and what do I see in the room?
Apart from the familiar faces of the group you traveled with just previously, there are also two other familiar faces. Though you have not personally met, you do recognize Keyleth and Vax'ildan sitting at the table.
I am going to lower my hood for I think actually the first time ever in the session, and go back and gather with the rest of the party again, without saying much of anything.
Okay.
So, wait. Let's wait. Nim came with a woman?
He seems to have been escorted by one of the Ashari over to where you all have
Okay.
been staying.
Alright. So I recognize her as like just a general like guard of
Yeah,
the Shari. Okay.
just a lady.
Alright. As I see Nim walk towards us, I will say, you'll turn to him and say, "Oh, well, it looks like we have our friend back."
And when you say that, Keyleth pipes in, "Oh, good! Everyone's here then, so we can talk about what the fuck just happened?"
What just happened? I'm sorry. It's obvious I wasn't here, but how? What happened?
It's not your fault. Mostly, it's the fault of Corin, who didn't tell me that we had poachers in the mountains. Why didn't you tell me before me and Vax went away? I'm sorry, Keyleth. You guys wanted to go on vacation. You just killed a bunch of dragons. I wanted to leave you to your misgivings.
Right. Well, the poachers are dead now, so that's good.
Corin speaks up again. Yes, and I thank you greatly for that. Uh, no, it also appears Keyleth may have caused you a little. And he looks over at immortal, or maybe a little too more than a little harm in the process, and I apologize for that.
You can see like a huge, like, gashing burn marks around my clothes. Like I myself, I'm fine because I was healed. But like my clothes are like they were pretty rough and tumble before, pretty kind of tattered. Now they're like yeah, they're like strands. They're like burned up and stuff. So I say,
I'm gonna look at his clothes up and down, and I kind of like do a quick glance towards the Keyleth, and yeah.
I say, it was fine. We all lived, so that's good.
At this point, Vex speaks up. I appreciate that we're all well and no one notably hurt, but was that a fucking demon in there?
I obviously look back at the group a bit more confused and concerned than I was before.
At this point, a small black cat jumps up onto your lap, specifically curling up and finding itself in a comfortable position.
I kind of jump, and then I look at it and go, "Oh, you're still around, eh? Thought you left." And I kind of pet it behind its ear, scratch it behind its ear.
Quill's going to speak up and say, I believe it is called a closet.
As you say this, Corin looks over at you. A closet? What, may I ask what a closet is?
Do I know exactly what a closet is?
Roll a history check.
Apparently, yes.
You have read of many different creatures within the burning plains, of which many fiends exist from. The closet you do know of as a. Actually, we've had this discussion before last session. You do know as a variant familiar, often contracted either to higher ranking demons or immortal people.
I guess I relay that information.
As you speak of a demonic contract, Keyleth pipes in. Oh, I know about those. Percy has one. And upon saying that, Vax is going to wave to Keyleth to lower her voice. Is like, Key, maybe not a good thing to announce the people we don't know. Yes. But he can help. I mean, Percy's got the most experience with demons out of all of us. I mean, we all have our past demons, but I'm not sure this is really the path to go. Speaking of, What led all of you here to Zephyr anyway?
We were looking for... Well, actually, we were not so much looking as much as trying to track down an artifact.
Upon saying this, Vax is going to briefly look over all of you.
Ooh.
So Faye, I need a fuck. What's that roll? I need a deception roll from you. But specifically one that only I see. So it's /GM roll and then
1d20 plus modifier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Noted. Also, no, that's fine. Okay. Holy hell, that passive perception, Jesus. Okay.
Level 17, by the way. Or did you forget?
Flip. Anyway, not paying any notable attention to the party brings his attention now back to you, Faye. Back to you, Nim. And what would this artifact have to do with smugglers?
We're not entirely sure, but we have reason to believe that Myriad has a hold of it, or at least had a hold of it.
Upon the mention of the Myriad, you see Vax stiffen up a little more. Myriad. If they're involved, I'm willing to bet so is the clasp.
I say nothing.
Keyleth is now putting a hand on Vax's shoulder. A sad expression crosses her face. Well, I don't know much about demons and if Percy could really help. But the next city over is West Run. I know there's a base of operations for the clasp there. And although I doubt it, Percy actually might know something about these demons if they're involved. He's over up in Whitestone.
I don't know much about demons, but I can say that, thanks to Helis' assistance, that demon was pretty vaporized.
Upon saying this, Keyleth starts playing with the ends of her hair. Oh, thanks. Corin now was gonna butt in. It's good that you know the next destination of your venture. But I also have a reward that I would like to give to you at this time.
Gimme, gimme.
Corin will now put a bag on the table containing, unbeknownst to you at the time, unless you want to open it, containing 50 gold pieces and 10 platinum pieces.
Woof! That's a lot of money.
As they're like splitting up the loot, I take one of the. I'm guessing I have 2 wheels of cheese from my session,
Yes.
and I take a little knife, and I like start eating the cheese.
Keela sees you eating a wheel of cheese. Oh, can I have some of that?
So, well, of course. And I got some for her, not for them.
And she takes a bite. Oh, this would go so well with some baked goods from the Slayer's cake. Oh, did I tell you that I have a bakery?
You have a bakery? That's-
Yeah, it's in Whitestone. Me and Vex. Vex's twin sister, by the way. She's really cool. We started a bakery.
I like how you had to catch yourself on which one was which.
Yeah,
Vax is the guy, Vex is the girl.
I got it. It's good. I didn't make a mistake.
Mortal will say, I would love to visit sometime. This Vex person, what does she look like?
Vex. This is Vex.
Right. In
Don't worry,
case
it happens all the time.
I want
Vex
to know.
basically looks like Vax, just with longer hair and, boobs.
My full
I see.
attention is to the cat now. I'm kind of like petting the cat and scratching the cat's ear and playing with it a bit.
Okay. Noted.
Well, I feel like someone that is smarter than me should probably divvy up our reward.
Uh,
Because nine intelligence, by the way. Yeah. So, no, math is not Mortal's strong suit.
how will we split this?
Don't
So
look
you-
at
so
me.
you're
I'll
taking
volunteer.
out,
It's between all of you.
From the poachers?
I've already split that. We
Yeah,
got
I was
38
gonna.
gold, 12 silver, and 8 copper from that.
Yeah, I thought you split that already.
Well, we didn't actually divvy it up.
Oh, okay. If you want to do that,
One
now.
person is going to get 2 copper less than the other 2 people.
How terrible! Not my 2 pennies. Whatever will I do?
So, who's okay with getting 2 copper less?
Apparently
I
not
smell
fair.
pennies. I'd be okay with taking 2 copper less. Yeah.
Okay. Then you're gonna get 12 gold, 10 silver, and 8 copper. And then Faye and I are gonna get 13 gold and 1 silver.
12 gold. How many silver?
For you?
Yeah.
10.
And copper was. I'm
8.
doing math, adding it. 8 copper. Okay.
Alright. And then you also have the gold you just received from gold and platinum you just received from Corin.
Right. If we're gonna divide that equally between the 3 of us, depends on what you want. Because one person is gonna get 4 platinum and 10, and the other 2 are gonna get 20 gold and 3 platinum.
I'll take the larger amount of gold because I have things to do with gold.
Okay.
I mean,
Looks
it'd be roughly the same, right?
I mean, they're all
RP,
exactly the same
Hunter.
amount.
Yeah. I'll take.
RP.
I'll take.
Trust
the
me,
larger amount of gold.
I've planned that one out. That's not a rolled amount. That's a specific amount.
So whoever wants the platinum instead of 10 gold.
I think that's Faye. Faye looks
Okay.
like she wants to.
Okay, so
Go
3
lighter.
platinum, and then 10 or
20 gold.
20 gold. I'm rich.
So Faye is
You
going
guys
to
do have
4
money
platinum,
now.
10
Yes.
gold.
I can fucking do.
75% of the party has money now. Correction.
Yes. Nim, you are currently watching the rest of the party divvy up a notable amount of gold, and you're seeing sights of a couple of copper pieces, and there's a lot of money here.
It doesn't bother Nim, because he works for his money. He doesn't take for other people's work.
Okay.
It's a weird thing for a rogue to say.
Some
Technically,
honorable rogue.
technically, stealing money from someone else is working to get your own money.
He just
Not
he
wrong.
just he just wanted it more than him. Come on.
Yeah.
What if I steal? But that's illegal. But what if I want it more? That's still illegal. But you don't understand. I want it more.
It's not so much a good versus bad thing. It's just his personal code, I guess.
Now, apart from the gold, you now also have the items to distribute as you please. Items of which, by ritual spell, was it Quill or was it?
I believe Quill still has everything. Because
Okay.
he was the
Yeah.
one voting the bodies.
And then it was Faye that ritual spell identified.
I was
Oh, it
identifying
was
them
you. Okay.
on the way here, but I gave them
Alright.
back to him, and we decided to split them up when we got to town.
No problem. So, as you know, you have Boots of Elvenkind. You also have the Dagger of Venom, which, as you take out, you all notice Vax eye it notably while thumbing one of his own knives on his belt. You also have a Spear +1. And a gray bag that you have identified as a bag of tricks.
All right.
Also a gallon of ale.
Also a gallon of ale, but you're not exactly pulling that out of a bag.
That's true.
Well, definitely the mortal definitely does not want the gallon of ale. That's not a fan of alcohol at all. He tried it, didn't like it.
Could have gone worse.
Yeah. Mortal will. I don't know. Does anyone want? What does what do people want basically, or would be interested in?
Quill has no use for the boots. Doesn't really need the spear. Doesn't really need the dagger.
Faye speaks up. If it's alright with everyone else, I'll take the dagger.
Mortal nods. As he's still eating cheese.
As Faye takes the dagger, Vax's eyes don't leave the dagger. Still thumbing his own.
Can I make an insight check?
Absolutely.
I don't see shit.
Fucking video you posted, Darley. Jesus Christ.
So waiting for that to be seen. You're not particularly sure the meaning behind it, Nim. However, you do notice that the particular dagger he's thumbing has the same design on the hilt as the one Faye just acquired, with what looks to be vines wrapped around the hilt with no leaves.
Okay. I look back down at the cat and yeah.
Nim is just busy with the pussy. It's fine.
God damn it.
All right. While I can make I can enhance my spear just every day. I could
Spear
take
or-
the spear and give someone else a blessing.
That's up to you how you want to. It's also an option to sell it later on if you want it. I mean,
That's
I
true.
give you a loot. You don't gotta keep it. You still have that warhammer.
Warhammer? Got a warhammer?
I don't think anyone took it.
Warhammer.
Yeah, no. Mortal took the warhammer from the orc.
I didn't write it down. Okay.
I'm gonna.
Thank you. I didn't remember that. Yeah, I have a warhammer, guys.
I'm gonna say at some point you also, after spending some time with it, just casually in your inventory, you realize its magical nature and notice it's a warhammer +1.
I mean,
I
I
was-
can't wield it. I can't wield it.
but
'Cause
it's a
they're-
warhammer +1.
Okay. Because I'm not. I mean, I could wield it, but I'm not proficient in martial weapons.
So if we
So-
ever find like a barbarian or someone, we know who to give it to.
Here, have this cool thing.
I have a horrible feeling that Quill is gonna end up being the one with the bag of holding when it comes down.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna be happy about that, and we're gonna lose a lot of things in that bag.
Yeah, I'm not keeping track of everything. I'll keep track of some stuff.
You know what's funny? I wrote down the cheese. I didn't write down the fucking warhammer. Listen, because I was really interested in the cheese. All right. So I eat.
Warhammer was a whole section before that.
Well, yes.
Anyway, so with now the dagger of venom going to Faye, there's still the boots, the spear, and the bag of tricks.
I'll take the spear.
Noted. There's now the boots of elvenkind and the bag of tricks.
The boots probably won't fit my giant feet.
No.
Okay.
No, they will not.
They probably wouldn't fit Benny's feet either,
Yeah.
in all honesty.
Well, what do they do?
Boots of elvenkind?
Advantage on stealth checks.
Yeah, it's
I mean, do you want me to be stealthy? Because I'm not very stealthy right now.
You could just like put them on your head or something.
I mean,
Wear them
okay.
as a hat.
Okay. It all depends on the DM. Usually for magical items, they fit whoever wears them magically because they're magic.
yeah, the boots will shape as he puts his feet in, but he doesn't know that.
Right. I look at these pair of shoes and I'm like, I don't wear shoes.
The description of the boots of elvenkind specifically are: while you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you are moving across. You also have advantage on dexterity stealth checks that rely on you moving silently.
Mortal has no interest in shoes.
Neither does Quill.
So eyeing them, seeing that they're not very interested in either of the items, I'm gonna reach forward and pick up the boots, take a look at them a little bit.
They're nice. They're a fine leather craft. What looks like it would be more expensive pair of boots for someone higher up. Woven in is a leather decoration of vines and flowers, as well as some leaves. Very nature-esque and reminiscent of many elven architecture. and design.
As he picks them up, as Nim picks them up, I know what they do because I identify them. I say, "Oh, Nim, you were pretty stealthy. I find. I feel that these boots would help you in that."
I nod and kind of do the thing where you take the bottom sole of boots and put it up against your own boots to see the size.
They look a little bigger than your feet, but not by much.
I shrug and change them out for my own boots.
As you put your foot into the second boot, having both of them on now, you find them simultaneously shrinking slightly to the size of your feet. A nice, comfortable fit, nothing too tight.
Where would I put the effect for that? Features, I'm assuming?
It's
Traits?
just an item.
It's just an item, okay.
Yeah. So it's just more of a keep track of what it does, because if you forget, and I forget, well, you don't get it.
Keep track of your shit,
Yes.
I say to myself as I forget the things I picked up.
Quill's gonna keep the bag of tricks.
All right. And with that, I believe all of our loot, or all of your loot, has been divvied. Correct?
It would seem so.
All right.
I also second that Quill should have the bag of tricks because warlocks don't get a lot of spells. So the more things the more
just
things-
you wait. Just you wait.
you don't get a lot of spells. That's a fact. They don't have enough as many spells
Oh.
as I do.
It looks like
Good
they
start.
was curious what the dagger of venom did.
Good start.
And if anyone's curious, yes, the dagger of venom is a nod to Vax, who has a dagger of venom himself.
Stab self,
God damn it.
natural one.
You mean. I'm gonna presume that was just to see what, make sure that you wrote that in correctly. That's what I'm gonna presume.
No, face stabs facts.
That doesn't hit.
It won't hit.
That doesn't hit anyone. Not even a rock.
Oh, God.
Plus, like, good luck stabbing Vax, because he's, like, stupid AC. He's got, like, 20 something AC.
It's a 20
20.
AC. Anyway, so now the party has the decision of either going after or going to meet with this Percy person in Whitestone that Keyleth has mentioned, both Keyleth and Vax, or going towards Whiterun,
West Run.
Westrun.
This ain't Skyrim.
Yeah. Every time I get it mixed up together. You can go to Westrun, which is actually on the way to Whitestone. I caught it. And in
West Run, Whitestone. It's like White Run.
yeah, it's kind of a it's a Skyrim nod for sure.
It's like they want to make you say White Run.
Hmm. So you could go to Westrun, which is on the way, and try to see if you can get anything out of the clasp base of operations there.
I believe we still have a job to do, so I feel like we should go to West Run first. Work first, pleasure later. Although I really want to go to Whiterun. Not fuck Whitestone.
Not so easy, is it?
I mean, when you're talking like this, nothing is easy. Alright. Which I'm fucking up the voice a little bit. I'm like speeding it up because it's getting annoying going so slow.
You
Right.
made that choice.
Shut up. Although I really want to have those pastries, I feel like we should go to West Run first.
As you mentioned, the pastries, Keyleth speaks up again. Oh, I'm sure you'll love them. They're really great. Actually, I can tree stride you guys there if you like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's a tree stride?
Oh, it's really cool. You get to walk through a tree and you come out another tree somewhere else.
Like through a tree.
Yeah. Like
Is that
it's like all the trees are like interconnected in the earth, and you like travel through the vines, and you come out the other end in another tree.
I'm gonna squint really hard. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. Sounds interesting.
Could really hear the gears turning there.
I can smell the smoke.
Negative
fuck
one
is-
intelligence, hell yeah.
What the fuck this crazy bitch talking about?
Oh.
I don't know if I believe her.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's not dangerous or anything. In fact, I think the Sun Tree really likes it. He's a really cool dude.
Would you tree stride us to West Run?
There's not really any trees nearby West Run anymore. You'd actually probably be better going on foot to West Run.
Well, depending on what you guys think, and I look to the party, specifically, depending on what you guys think is the more pressing matter, West Run is always on the way from Whitestone, and vice versa. So, it's really up to you guys, what you feel after your encounter here, what is more important right now.
This Percy fellow, you say he knows about demon.
Keyleth kind of like makes a weird face, like she's thinking and unsure at the same time. Vax speaks up. He's had his own unfortunate encounters with them many times. Many times.
Add a character question. Is this before or after the Ripley stuff?
This is after Rip.
Okay.
So yay. Before everything is settled? No, wait. No, it's after everything's settled. So it's the whole going to the 9 hells and everything.
Yep.
Faye, wait, is this Avatar?
I remembered when we were talking about it's like a little bit off topic, but when we were talking about like how Vax died, I remember this is he dies after this.
Yes. So he is alive. Wait, it's the 2-year gap. He's fucking alive, and if someone says
Remember,
that he's
everyone.
dead-
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I said it at the beginning, goddammit.
Spoilers, by the way.
Before I even started anything.
He gets fucking disintegrated by Vecna. So
God, the spoilers. God, the spoilers.
I mean, listen, it's been how long now? Come on, fucking get with the times.
It's been
It's
over
like
a year.
It's been like over a year since the end of the campaign.
Okay, let's get back together now. Let's bring it back into the game.
Well, I mean, if if we go, my issue is if we go to Whitestone, there's no guarantee that we find the information we need there. I mean, there's no guarantee if we go to Westrun, but I feel like we have a job to do, kind of thing. So I feel that we should do that job instead of like trying to figure out something about a strange demon, unless, I feel like the more pressing matter is getting that artifact and finding information to like get that artifact. Because I feel like if the more we wait, the more chances the artifact can just be gone and just go off in another continent, and then we'll never find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
The demon can wait.
I'm gonna assume you said that in character, so I'm just gonna nod and stand up, kind of brush the cat off my lap.
I mean, it wasn't really in character. I was just more brainstorming ideas, because I don't think Mortal can like come up with a plan like that. But I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Oh, I was gonna have Quill suggest that we stay focused on figuring out what the relic is.
Mortal will agree with Quill.
Now I'm gonna stand up, brush the cat off my lap.
Done. The cat, though annoyed that its sleeping place has been taken from it, remains by your side still. So, as you all, I presume you're all standing up and preparing to leave then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quill's gonna look at the cat with his mouth open.
I have to ask, because now we're having, just in case, do you, Quill has the sky sail, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
I like to pick up the cat, and I like to pet it. If it let
Nim?
me. I mean, he set the cat down, right?
Yeah, the
I
the
just
cat's
like
on the
to pet the
ground.
cat. I just like to pet the cat.
How would that respond, Usyk?
I'd imagine the cat would kind of like wiggle like cats do, trying to get out of your grasp.
I can make a check.
Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
gonna say it's definitely going to struggle against you. So you'll have to make a. It's gonna be animal handling. I'm gonna actually have you do 2 checks: animal handling 1, and then a dexterity check for 2.
You want me to roll for the cat?
Yes.
What do you
Hey,
want it
not
to
bad.
roll?
Same. Cat just has to do a dex saving.
I don't. I said I wanted to pick it up. I don't want to pick it up. I just want to like pet the cat.
Oh, you don't want to pick it up no more?
No. Well,
Well,
the joke was gonna be
the cat's probably
because
gonna try
Quill
and
like
avoid.
opened his mouth. I was gonna throw the cat into his mouth, but then I decided not to.
Oh, please do it. Go
You
for it, go.
don't get the cat. The cat runs
Yeah.
away from you, and I'm also gonna have the cat roll stealth,
Okay.
which is Dex plus, or is it just a D20 plus the stealth?
It would be the cat stats. It takes on the cat's stats.
What? Okay. Can I
Go-
try to spot this cat?
You can, yes.
Fuck.
This cat, now being seemingly assaulted, Also, just for future
I
reference,
just-
cat
I
has
just
a
wanted
plus
to
2,
pet
not
it.
a plus 4.
The
Oh wait, no, plus 4
cat
plus. Okay,
absolutely has +4.
never mind. Yep,
Yeah.
no, you're right.
I just wanted to
I'm
pet the
blind.
cat.
The cat has run off, diving under the table and chairs, and seemingly disappeared.
Okay. Before we head off to whatever we're going, I believe it was Bus Run, right? We agreed
West
on.
Run, yes.
I'd like to find a clothing shop or a tailor in town.
Okay. So as you get up to leave, I forgot her name. Keyleth interjects for a moment. Is there anything else you guys need before you go? I mean, you kind of helped us out a lot there, and I kind of, did the whole sunbeam thing. I feel bad.
I look at my clothes and I say, if you had a place where I could get some new clothes, that'd be most helpful.
Oh yes. Just on the other end of town, near the big cliff. Don't worry about the cliff. Near the big cliff, there's a clothing shop right there. They make really nice clothes out of leaves, and I mean they have cloth too, but I mean the leaf clothes are to die for.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
And I begin to head over there.
Shopping montage.
Yes, I'll try on all the different clothes that won't fit me because I'm a turtle.
I'm gonna.
It's like-
I'm gonna follow basically.
No.
It's like imagine this plus size person trying to fit into like children's clothing. That's basically that's basically what mortal is.
Yeah, shopping RP. Here we go.
All right. So as you leave
Quill
and
are
you,
just gonna be
and you make your
outside the dressing
goodbyes,
room.
as you make your goodbyes to Corin, Vaxeldon, and Keyleth, you make your way over to the other end of town, following the directions given to you, and find the clothing shop. As you walk in, however, you're greeted with a bizarre, not unnatural, but far beyond your normal, as sitting behind the desk is not an elven or human girl, but a large female minotaur.
I look at her for a little bit. Then I just nod because I've never seen a minotaur before. It's like looks pretty cool, and I head in like this. I think to myself, she looks pretty cool. And I head in and head towards the counter, and I say,
She's looking down, concentrating on some small sewing right now, despite her large fingers.
I clear my throat.
Oh, hi. How may I help you?
I was looking for some clothes. Keyleth told me that I could find some here.
Oh, little Kiki sent you here. Oh, I haven't seen her in months. Would you like the leaf clothing that she's persuaded me to make, or would you like normal clothing?
What do you recommend for a fellow my size?
Oh, well, we have many various sizes due to different races coming and going, and she looks down at herself and then back up at you. I'm sure you can understand I do a little bigger sizes for just in case scenarios as well. So I'm sure I have something in your size.
Right. Then I would go for the cloth, if that would be okay. While
Certainly.
I tend to do some blacksmithing as well. So
Oh, so we shouldn't do anything lighter colors. We should go dark so that you don't get any soot and the sweat stains don't stain as vividly.
that would be preferable.
No one asked me why I know any of this.
DM reasons.
DM reason. Shut your mouth. I'm looking for.
So if you also had, I'm in need. So any tougher cloth material would be preferred.
Oh, that's no problem. A lot of us end up fighting due to the elementals that come through the tearing the plains. So it's actually, if you wanted something more fine and higher up, so to speak, that would be more difficult. But if you're looking for something more tough and rugged for fighting, then that's no problem.
I am not much for fancy clothing.
She looks at you up and down as she sees your ragged, dirty, kind of smelly clothes, as you haven't had a bath yet, and half of it's burned away.
Half burnt, yeah.
I can tell, sweetie.
Also, I am in need of an apron, preferably made out of leather, as this one, well, it's kind of falling apart.
Oh, that's no problem. We got some aprons in the back. I can get that for you. As she starts to lead you over to a section with larger clothing sizes for you to pick out.
Hope you're having a good one.
I pick out whichever looks the most suitable for me, and for the sake of brevity, I don't want to fucking clothing montage.
Yeah,
like
no problem.
describe every outfit.
Most of the clothes you find currently, although, are much more durable and lined with fur, as it's going into the fall season, and
Have a good one, dude.
will be getting cold in the next short time, depending on the region you are at the time.
I'm gonna assume that Mortal hasn't really experienced winter. Being in tropical islands, I mean, like, I would assume like there was been rain, and like it gets colder, but I don't think.
I'll say, yeah, your islands are closer to the equator than where you are.
So
right
he's
now,
never like experienced like really cold
yeah
temperatures. So
subtropical.
Oh, there's the fucking calendar. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. So I'll take whichever one she kind of recommends me for the thing, and whichever one kind of looks like.
So there's an open vest that's made of a mixture of cloth and leather, lined with fur that also buttons up if you so choose. It fits you a little snugly, but after unbuttoning it, it gives you full freedom and still allows a nice breeze in, so you can still use it for both temperature climates. There's a pair of pants that don't go down strictly to your ankles. It's about mid-calf. The inside is lined with fur, but the outside just looks like common cloth clothing. There's a belt made of leather. She brings you out a leather apron for you to adorn. You look more like a fighter now than you did previously, not counting the apron.
I'm satisfied. I asked the nice lady how much it would be. How much would be for all of this then?
Oh, since little Kiki sent you over, I'm gonna say, with the fur on the inside, I'm gonna give you a discount. It's gonna be 2 gold and 5 copper.
I happily pay.
Okay.
Satisfied.
With that, you now have a more adventurer-friendly clothing.
Great. I look fancy as fuck. Probably.
You do indeed.
Probably the fanciest Mortal has looked in a while. A good while. Alright, then when I'm done, I head back out and I meet with the group.
All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do within the town of Zephyra before continuing on?
Quill has no more business here.
All right. With that, I'm going to say you guys will begin to make your way towards... Oh, I see Faye typing.
You checked out the library here, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Faye's good. Okay, so I'm going to say there's nothing more. You all make your way out. How do you... Quill, I need to ask, how do you decide to carry the wind sail? Put together or taken apart using the staff or having the staff on your back?
Well, I've got a quarter staff already, so I'll just keep it together.
Keep it together?
Yeah.
So, Nim, you notice a strapped on the Quill's back, there is a quintessential combination of wood, rope, and cloth put together that seems to make some sort of kind of like a sail on a boat. And it's there. It looks
Well-
very bizarre.
Well, what is that on your back?
This?
It's a sail. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sail.
Corin gave it to us. He said it is called a sky sail.
A sky sail. Would I know what that is at all? Probably not.
Roll a history check.
Well, considering we saw people on them when we came into the...
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah,
I
you
assume
you
there's
would
people
see.
flying around on them right now.
Yeah, you would see. Actually, no, it's later in the afternoon now, so I'm gonna say you wouldn't see, at least in the city, at this current moment.
I don't know shit.
So yeah, you're not quite familiar with them. You thought you saw something of similar shape in the sky on your way in. However, you weren't paying attention to that and were goal oriented to arriving in Zephyr and regrouping with your previous party.
All right. I just nod and take him at his word. And at this point, as we're leaving, you can kind of see that the cat has reappeared and is kind of weaving between my legs as I'm walking, kind of annoyingly, you know how cats do.
Okay.
God damn it, Hunter.
Quill's just gonna continue staring at it with his mouth open.
Can I instead check the cat?
I am. Hold on, before you do, can I see that? Can I see that Quill has his mouth open like that?
Quill, are you trying to hide it?
I mean, can I really hide it when I open my mouth?
You can try.
I have two faces. Mouth closed, mouth open.
Yeah, but
Those
you
are my
can walk
faces.
behind him and you could just...
No, I'm definitely not hiding it.
Okay, so you definitely notice he's staring at the cat with his mouth open.
Boy, that cat's not food. It's not like that fucking snake you ate.
Heavy breathing.
Oh, you can make an insight check on the cat if you like, yes.
Yes. Okay. I'd like to determine if the cat is a real cat or not. That's my insight. Can I? Is that it? Would that be an insight check?
That would be a perception.
Okay. Perception.
As far as you know, it's a cat.
It's fucking familiar. I know it, but he doesn't know it. Moral doesn't know it.
I mean, as far as you're aware as well, it's also just the cat.
I mean,
Can a cat just be a cat?
no, it's D&D. Nothing ever is what it seems like.
Especially
I
when
mean-
I already rolled for it.
Well, yeah, having a beast as a companion, you control it as a bonus action.
But yeah, I'm just gonna say, Mortal is not a turtle. He's actually a dragon in disguise.
Sure,
Yes.
sure.
I'm gonna eat that cat.
I'm gonna eat that cat. I'm gonna eat that cat.
When we're far enough away that the town is just out of view, I want to check to see if anyone's following us or anything.
All right. So as the sun begins to set and you find yourselves once more near the base of the mountain, I'll need you to roll a perception. Perception.
I don't see shit.
Though you
natural
are
one.
the only one in the party with dark vision. You don't notice anyone attempting to follow you, or
Is it dark?
Wait, am I the
It's-
only one with dark vision?
yes, and it's beginning to.
Oh.
Okay.
The sun is setting officially.
As the sun is setting, I cast light on my shield
Okay.
so I can see.
And everything around you in a quite like a 10-mile
Oh.
radius can also see you.
It is a 20-foot radius of bright light and 20 additional feet of dim light.
Yes, but in the dark from far away, can you not see a light that's shining far away?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I become Shield Man,
I'm
caster
gonna
of light.
put my hood up and I'm gonna stand on kind of like just the outskirts of that light.
Actually, no. I don't cast it on my shield. I cast it on my new vest. So my new vest is now a light.
Okay. Acceptable.
Acceptable. Thank you.
So, would you guys like to travel overnight, or are you going to make camp?
Will traveling overnight make us exhausted?
You have not slept yet, so yes.
Camp.
How? I mean, you said we were leaving. If we would have noticed that, it's like getting dark as we leave Zephyra, we would have backpedaled, and I mean,
That's
I would
that's
have-
up to you guys.
I would have suggested that we spend the night in the town.
That's
So-
doable if you like.
It's less dangerous, so we can just leave in the morning. I didn't realize it was like late afternoon or evening.
Well, we're going off from last session. It was about 3 in the afternoon from the end of last session.
Okay.
Plus
So
the small talk.
I would
Yep.
suggest, I recommend that we perhaps leave in the morning, find a place to stay in the town, and leave first thing.
With that, you'll need to. Is there an inn? Shit, does Zephyr even have an inn?
I mean, I just recommended it because I would assume that Zephyra is probably safer than camping in the wilderness. So literally whatever. Probably
Um,
safer than camping outside.
After looking for some time for an inn, you do run into Keyleth again, who offers you a place to stay in one of the many guest rooms.
Okay.
So you do have a place to stay because apparently they don't have an inn.
I mean, they're they're a bunch of hippies. Come on, they don't believe in inns. Come on.
Can't argue that. So after a full night's rest, everyone getting their health back that they should still be missing.
Not me, boys.
You gain back half your spent hit dice.
Half your spent hit dice are back, so you all get one of the 2 hit dice used. Oh no, you guys leveled up too.
Yeah, we leveled up.
So
It's still one.
don't you get another hit dice at level 3?
Yes, but
So
you
you should have
you
two.
regain half your maximum, so half of 3 is 1.
Yeah,
Because
you
you round
get back 1, so you should have 2 now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I have full since I didn't use any.
Yes, you're completely full. So with that, now I presume. Actually, how would you like to travel? Would you like to travel by foot? Would you like to try and find horses or?
How far is it on foot? I obviously
Yeah.
would know this because I probably just did it.
You actually just made this travel, so you know it's about a day and a half on horseback.
Mm-hmm.
On foot, it would be just about 2.5 days, depending on the speed you walk.
So as a party, it would probably be 2.5 days.
On foot, it would.
Traveling
yeah,
alone.
probably.
Or, yeah, traveling on foot with a party.
Yeah, probably about 2.5 days, give or take. That's counting resting in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. We
Okay.
should probably find us some horses or something to make this travel go a little bit quicker.
I would agree.
Are there any stables or anything that we could?
There are a few stables, some holding horses, others holding griffins.
We go to one of the horse stables.
Okay.
Don't want to
And-
ride a griffin?
No,
I mean,
It's fine.
you can go
I
to a
doubt
horse
they would
stable.
let us.
You don't have to go to a horse stable.
I mean,
It's fine. They can't be too expensive, right?
I mean, Thoth really wants to ride a griffin. Mortal is not sure about griffins in general.
Fair.
So yeah, I'll just follow them.
So walking
Horse
up to
stable.
the horse stable, there's a elven gentleman, a little older, white hair going in on the side of his head, hair long, just past his shoulders, with a lengthy braid going from about his right side of his forehead along his hair down over his shoulder.
Do we want? I'm gonna turn to the party. Are we gonna want horses for each of us, or do we want to get a wagon and only 2 horses?
Whatever is cheapest and most convenient.
Are you?
Cole shrugs. He has no clue about any of this stuff.
Here's a better question. Have any of you ridden horses before?
I've seen a horse.
I have not.
We're gonna get 2 horses in a carriage.
What, you're saying you don't want to teach three
No.
people who
No, I
have never
don't.
ridden a horse how to ride a horse?
You
No,
don't
I
want to
don't.
teach a giant turtle man to ride a horse?
I'm gonna go to the stable hand or whoever's there and ask them,
Disappointed.
how much for carriage and horses to pull that carriage?
Well,
600
Plus-
gold.
plus someone to drive the carriage, because we kind of want the horses and the carriage back if you're renting it. It'll be about 200 gold depending on your
Oh!
location. That's just to the next. That's just to
Oh!
Stillbend, which is basically our only trading partner. We're going a little further out. It depends. Prices are negotiable. If you're looking to buy, it's 300 gold per horse, and it's 100 gold for a small wagon, 300 gold for a medium-sized wagon, and 500 gold for a large wagon.
We don't have that money, do we?
I have 39 gold. Smile. Actually, I have 69 gold. If you
Yes.
count the platinum. Eh.
I guess we're walking.
I mean 70 gold if you count my silver. Doesn't make no.
I nod. Thank you.
I mean,
for
individually,
the
your
information.
gold doesn't make it.
Yeah, let's just spend all our money on some horses that will probably die, so that's fine.
We're gonna walk.
I mean, pooled together, our money wouldn't make it either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, no, it wouldn't, would it?
No, it wouldn't. Not even for one horse. I don't think. Maybe
No.
one horse. I'm
I
gonna
mean, to buy, we can probably rent it, but it'll
for
be all our money.
200 gold though. Yeah, it's not worth. So I'm.
Well, that 200 gold is the whole carriage and horses.
Right, to rent
Yeah.
until West Run
well until
and
Stillben.
back.
We would
Right,
have to negotiate for
Stillben.
West Run.
Yeah, and that's counting the driver of the carriage itself as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going for just renting horses and not a carriage, it's 50 gold per 25 gold per horse.
Right.
And then where's that page? Here we go. They have stables in Kamal, West Run, Stillbend, and that's all. So those are the places you can go to return the horses. If the horses are not returned within a week, they are considered stolen, and you can be not only fined but face possible other charges, including having a bounty on you.
And to buy a single horse was like 200 gold, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Okay.
Because horses are not something it's not a commodity in Zephyr.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how about them griffins? Probably more expensive.
Probably much more. Personally, I don't even have enough gold to rent a horse.
Right. So we're walking over then?
I'm gonna nod at the stable hand and thank him for the information and walk back to the group. It's a bit too expensive for what we can afford right now, even with the rewards that were given to us, I think. But we don't really have much of a other choice other than walking.
Quill nods.
Alright.
Guess we're walking then.
Guess you're walking.
Quill has walked quite a long way.
And I will walk 500 miles, and I will walk
Alright.
500 more just to get
So
back
for the sake
my
of brevity,
book
uh,
given to me by a weird ancient being from before. Huh? Pretty good.
Alright. So as you begin your travels, I'm gonna say we're just gonna not go into too much detail for this, because 2.5 days worth of travel is boring. So camping somewhere in the middle of, presumably at the next dusk.
Yes.
I need to make some rolls.
Do we stab things? Let me stab things with my new fancy spear.
You, after the 2.5 days, you, without issue or incident, have made it towards the city of Whiterun. Of West Run.
happen?
The city is significantly larger where most of you have seen previously. Walls hundreds of feet high. They're beyond lineups to enter the cities. There's fields of acres of farmland to your right and your left beyond what you can see. You see a large mountainscape, larger, almost as large as the one you've just come from on the other end of the city, looming over it.
Are we in the city or are we just outside of
You
the
are
city?
just outside the city,
Okay.
going on to the third day. As you, I would think you would have camped outside the city at night.
Mm-hmm. As we walk into the city, I'm gonna try and stealth into the crowd.
Okay.
And
Full
since
aim.
I'm moving, would I get my advantage?
Yes.
Glad I had advantage.
Noted. Just stuff. So is everyone just going to walk into the city? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Get rid of some of these quick notes now and place them in other places. Okay. So you find no trouble entering the city. There is a lot of guard that you have noticed, but otherwise the city is bustling, and as a major trade city, there are people everywhere. Many people yelling out, attempting to get people's attention to their stalls. Others simply bargaining, trying to get a cheaper price. This city is absolutely alive, and the size is incomparable to Stillbend.
I am going to, because as far as I'm aware, I'm stealth. I am going to try and find my way to one of my contacts. Because I'm assuming I would have contacts in this city.
You most certainly do, as this city... Yes, you most certainly do. Okay, that is not the music I wanted.
And whether people see me or not in the party, that is up to them.
Was a 15?
It was a 15 to stealth. Well, yeah.
I mean, I would assume he was walking like next to us. So if he
Specifically, when we entered the city, I tried to blend into the crowd.
right, I would have like tried to keep an eye out for everyone in the party. That's just
Okay, freaking...
That seems a little too futuristic for this, buddy.
Yeah, this thing is not freaking helping me right now.
God damn it. Does he make that? I don't remember if matching makes it.
Matching makes it. So, his eyes never leaving the cat on by your side.
I don't see
Mouth
you. I see
still
the cat.
agape. He follows the cat.
No,
My mouth is closed. It was Quill that had his mouth open, right?
Oh fuck yeah, cool.
I mean, I'm following.
He wants
I'm
to
following
eat the
Mortal.
fucking cat.
You're following the large shell.
I had a
What were you
moment.
about?
I'm sorry. I'm looking. I have a lot of stuff in front of me now because I'm opening all the West Run stuff. Because there's actually quite a bit of West Run stuff. I'm not kidding you when I say this is a very large city. It's a fucking massive.
Before I get to my contact, can I make an actual stealth check instead of just a blend into the crowd stealth check?
Yeah, this is to lose everyone, I presume.
This is to lose everyone. Yes.
All right, make
And
your roll.
I'm
I need advantage on that, but I don't think I need it. Yeah, I don't need it.
So if anyone is attempting to keep with him, you'll need to make a perception check.
And I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna put it out there as the cat is walking, weaving between my legs. It kind of just vanishes as it's crossing my leg. So like you see it go one side past my
Great.
leg, then just like disappear past the other. If you see
Okay.
me, that is. Which no one does.
I am going to cast locate object. As I don't see Nim anymore, I'm going to cast it on his armor. And I want to try and find him to where he's from.
I'm gonna roll a percentile dice on this. Because I'm not sure how familiar you technically are with his armor specifically.
You have not seen my physical armor. You've seen it under a cloak.
Okay, then it's whatever he was wearing, basically.
Alright, so you're looking for a black cloak, long, covering the
It's
length of the arms down to the
specifically-
ankles, and a hood.
Specifically, the one I know. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as
You
you've seen it
get-
up close, up to within 30 feet.
Actually,
I've
a
seen
lot of hits throughout the entire city, almost as if the cloak that you're looking for is a standard wear.
it. Right, but it says
However,
a specific object, so I can tell which
Not
one it
groups
is.
of people, they're individual signals popping up throughout the city with one
Yes.
central large signal coming up somewhere in the middle of the city.
I mean, I haven't seen any of the other ones, so my argument is it would be only
I don't
one
know
that pops
if
up.
you'd like to do anything about that. That is a hint, by the way. We are going in. Yeah, that's happening. Everyone is just quiet. Okay. So as Nim disappears, seemingly, and many different signals of the cloak pop up throughout the city, Nim, what are you doing?
I am going to my contacts.
All right.
Specifically, one that I haven't been to recently.
Actually, here within the city, there's only one. Although there are many little hideouts throughout, spread throughout the city, you are well aware that if you'd like any major information, it can be found in the headquarters itself that resides in the city. If you would like to go there.
I will go there then.
All right. Knowing precisely the location of the base of operations within Westrun, you walking down a set of stairs within a seemingly normal tavern. You find yourself now within one of the major bases of the class. Bustling activity all around you, notes being passed, cloaks identical to your own being worn as far as the eye can see. There is, unsurprisingly, a tavern of their own of sorts down here as well, where most go to for information or just a casual drink in between jobs.
As I'm down here, I'm gonna drop the disguise self I put on myself.
Noted. And you're going up to the specifically to ask questions.
Yes, specifically to ask questions.
Okay. As you walk up towards the gentleman currently washing out a glass, he looks up to you, recognizing your face as he's seen you before. You recognize this gentleman as a friend of your master's, someone who you've seen come and go and have had several interactions with in the past. You recognize his name as Trill. Trill. Ah, yes, if it isn't young Nim. It's good to see you again. How are you doing?
I smile big and go, It's been better, but I'm not here exactly just for pleasantries. I
don't
need
think
some
you
information.
ever are. Oh, what information are you looking for?
Would he know about my what I got sent to do to Stillben?
You'd have to ask and see.
You know that I recently got sent to Stillben, correct?
Ah, yes, your master was telling me about that. Seemed like a weird job, but job's a job.
Well, I need a little help locating the object we were looking for.
Oh, that's weird of you. You haven't. I mean, it's one thing if the job's hard and it takes time, but you've never actually needed help with a job before.
I have reason. I look around and I ask him, kinda under my breath. I have reason to believe Marriott has it.
He brings his hand up to his chin, looking around for a moment. Aye, that wouldn't be too good now, would it?
I shake
Give
my
me a
head
moment, I'll
slowly.
go grab the ledger for you. Taking a brief moment to grab a ledger that's somewhere in the back, a place at this particular location you've not been, as the back is mostly home to important paperwork and such. Comes back with a rather large black leather bound book, unlocking the lock that's keeps this particular book sealed and opening it up, flipping through some pages. Ah, yes, it's oh, that's quite an ugly looking thing. It appears to be well, it's a octopus head, kind of. It's made of metal, has red rubies in where the eyes would be. Let me see. And he's reading through the notes in the book. Uh, Known as the Eye of Cthulhu, it is said that this relic will bring about the rebirth of the mighty god of chaos. Well, that doesn't sound pleasant. It says you're assigned to this one, so I presume this is the relic you're looking for.
I nod. Well, at least you gave me more information than the person giving me the damn job. And I kind of chuckle.
It quickly reads over. Sindric. I'll keep a note of that for you. And he seems to write something down about Sindric fellow. Presumably the one who had delivered the message to you with the job in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's only noted here that just to get it out of general public hand, keep it away from cults, and oh, that's not good.
Let me guess.
The Myriad's been collecting a lot of relics like this recently, and invading a lot of our own turf here in Tal'Dorei. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Ooh, Ezra's not going to be happy about this.
I doubt he will be. Well, thank you, my friend. Obviously, the standard payment for this will be given in time.
Oh, of course, of course. Fuck, my pen just died. Fuck.
And with
I was so young.
with a nod,
No, I fixed it. It's good.
with a nod, I put my hood back on and I head back to try and find the rest of the party.
As you do, you hear quite a bit of talk. Actually, roll a perception check for me, so I know how much detail to give you. Okay. You do hear a lot of talk about that seems to be about a ambush of some sort. Seems to be against the Western Guard. However, how much of that? However, you only hear whispers specifically, but it seems that after several year investigation, the clasp are attempting to feed misinformation to West Run officials and are preparing to be rid of most of their strife that they are facing from them.
Got it. As I leave that area and go back up the stairs, I'm gonna recast disguise self.
All right. Noted. During this, what is everyone else doing?
After noticing that Nim was missing, I cast Locate Object, and I would like to move in the closest direction of where I find the most blips on my radar within 1,000 feet.
All right. As you get closer and closer, you find yourself at what appears to be a tavern. Tavern's name doesn't appear to be on the front of the actual tavern itself. The sign simply has a symbol of a hook, like an old pirate's hook. However, that's all that really distinguishes this building apart from the others, apart from its size.
Okay.
As I said better.
Are there windows?
There are windows, yes.
Can I look inside?
As you look inside, you see that this is clearly a tavern. There are many different tables, people casually drinking throughout the day here, people coming in for food. It seems to be a well-run and organized tavern.
Okay. I get in the tavern, enter,
All right.
and is there barkeep?
There definitely is, yes.
Okay. I sit down at the closest, the first available bar stool, and I wave the barkeep over, and I say, "Could I have 1 ale, please.
Aye, absolutely. That's going to be 7 copper.
Okay, give him the money.
Noted. He gives
And,
you a tall glass of ale.
I say, would you perchance have seen an elf about this high, usually wearing dark cloak, enter this building?
Well, as you know, and he looks around you, and you see now many individuals in here are wearing cloaks very similar to what Nim was wearing, almost identical, even as far as you can tell. That description really doesn't. It's kind of just the style that's going around these days. You gotta be a little more specific.
I get in close and I say, his name is Nim, and I slip him 2 gold. If you've seen him,
Make a persuasion check.
oh boy. Great.
This is great. I love playing hide and
He
seek
looks
with my
around,
own party.
steps aside. I know the name you're looking for. He hasn't shown up today. At least I haven't seen him. But he's a slippery. He's a slippery one, and he's got quite the reputation. So, if he wants to go somewhere, he'll slip in, and he'll slip right back out. No one will know. If you can't find him, he's probably on a job.
Right. Do you know where he likes to hang out in the city, if anything?
Oh, he's not one for hanging out.
Or a place where he's found a lot of the time?
Nim, at this point, you'll be walking out under the guise of disguised self. You will see Mortal at the table talking to the barkeep.
I am going to sit on the other side of the bar.
Noted. And I'm sorry, what was the question again, Mortal?
Is there a place where he usually stays in, or a place where if someone were looking for him within the city, they could find him?
Well, that really depends on who's looking for him. And he holds his hand, open palm, out again towards you.
Like in expecting for more money? Is that what's going on?
It seems to be.
Okay, I give him an extra gold, and I say, we don't mean any harm to come to him. Just simply lost and or want to know where he is.
At this point, you see the black cat walk across the counter.
I look at it, and I look in the direction to where the cat came from. And I'm assuming I don't recognize any of the people.
Not normally. I'll say roll a perception.
Okay.
We're doing a lot of perception checks today.
Pog.
You do notice, though, at first the vision of this person is completely different to what you recognize. It's almost as if a sort of hallucination fades from his face, and you suddenly recognize him as Faye, who's looked at the cat, is currently looking over at Quill, who is
Oh, you know Quell is eyeing that cat with his mouth open again.
Quill. I'll need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
16. You feel a warm sensation pass over your body. One familiar from just a few nights before, and there's a slight whisper within your ear. Eat. With that, the feeling of warmth fades.
Don't you encourage this.
I mean, it's the voices.
I wish you could see the smile I have on my face right now. Quill's ruby eyes are twinkling right now.
He rolled high enough that he's not forced to eat it.
Okay.
So it is up to him, but he's hearing voices.
He's not gonna say this super loud, but he's gonna say, "The words are showing me the way."
Faye, can you give me a what's Faye's natural perception? Because Faye is currently paying attention to you.
Fuck off. I mean, because he's closest, I would let her like make a perception check.
Yeah, make a perception check. Okay. I'm gonna say, though you see his mouth move, you don't quite pick up what he says.
Do we establish that his mouth doesn't move when he talks?
No, his mouth does move when he
No,
talks.
his mouth moves, but
It moves.
Okay.
that's the only part of his face that does actually move.
You can't read my lips because I don't have any.
It just goes up and down.
Yeah, I'm like a ventriloquist dummy, except I'm throwing my own voice.
Great.
So with that, just keep that in mind, Quill.
Oh yeah.
As I
And,
recognize them like sitting on the other side of the counter, I pick up the ale that I ordered, and I walk over to him, and I put my hand on his shoulder, and I put the drink in front of him.
I take the drink, down it, and say, "Yeah, well, thank you." And I smile, wink,
I need
and
a
then leave.
Constitution check from Nim.
Okay.
Yep.
Was it? Did he fucking spike? Did the fucking barkeep spike my drink?
Saving throw or check?
A saving throw.
Oh, I'm good. The first one.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know why I've
Yeah,
rolled
you're
twice.
You're fine. You are quite aware of what was in the drink, and it's something that you've trained to withstand in the past.
Like I said,
Moral doesn't,
I
Moral
stand
doesn't
up.
know that it was
Nope.
poison.
Nope.
I stand up, wink at him,
Don't know
and
what it
walk
was.
out.
I follow him out. Because, hey, good thing Moral doesn't drink. I just ordered a drink to, like, try and get information out of him. To kind of, like...
Oh,
Like,
no,
you
I
know.
know. I know.
To kind of, like, you know, I don't give out information to non-customers kind of thing, so you can't do that bullshit, because I technically bought a drink. Yeah, I did not didn't expect it. Because
There's a reason why creepy music is playing right now.
I don't hear it, because I'm not in the thing, because I need to update it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't.
Fair enough.
I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, I follow him out, and I say, I whisper to him, I know everyone has their business to take care of, and I understand. You have your own things to do. But I would appreciate if you didn't sneak around and at least let us know that you'd be gone for a bit,
I dropped
so
the
we
spell.
don't worry.
Okay.
And I look at Thoth. Give him mortal, sorry. And kind of coldly say, I don't want you to know where I'm going. And then continue walking off.
I keep pace with him, and I say, "You don't have to tell us where you're going. I understand that people have secrets, but if you want us to trust you, tell us at least that you'll be gone for a bit before you disappear."
I do a stuff
If
check.
we-
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
If we are to work on retrieving whatever this relic is, we need to be able to trust each other.
I have Cthulhu. I
Um,
say that in character.
Do I know what that is?
You do not. But as you are having this conversation, someone bumps into you, Nim, and you feel a note slipped into your hand.
Right. I don't know what that is. Is that the thing we're looking for?
Sorry, he's having a mini panic attack right now. Give him a second.
I smile. Say, it's exactly what we're looking for. And I put my hand on his shoulder and kind of just walk back tavern. Where everyone else, I'm assuming, still is. Because Quill's probably entranced by my fucking cat.
Oh, you know he is.
Quill, during this event, it is you, Faye, the cat, and Nim is notably away. You watch, or you have no idea where he is.
I mean, I wasn't actively looking for him, so
That's true. But now this cat that seemingly the same cat that was following him is before you unguarded.
are there people watching?
There are people who have given you questionable looks, but no one that's outright staring. Except for Faye.
Okay. I'm going to.
Before you do anything, you hear Faye's soft voice whisper to you, Quill, no.
I look at Faye and I say, the words will it. I'm going to attempt to pick up the cat and just stuff it into my mouth.
As soon as he touches the cat, it disappears
Stealth-
into a
as
mist.
stealthily as possible. Damn it!
Fucking dealing with a familiar.
Damn it!
As you reach out and you grasp this cat in your hands, it's gone. As if it was a mirage to begin with. You're not even sure if you've seen it there. If it was just a image of that something projected
Quill's gonna look at his hands like, what the fuck just happened?
I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Alright, Warlock's fun.
Yes, very fun.
You got an ancient being telling you what to do.
Oh yeah.
They're great.
You feel the warm sensation cross you again. However, this time there is no voice. Only a pull, as if something trying to pull you towards it.
I'm gonna follow the ball.
Right. The pull leads you towards what appears to be a side room. However, flanking both sides are two hooded figures wearing hoods identical to that of Nim. Do you wish to continue?
Yeah.
As this is going on, I'm gonna.
At this point, Nim and Mortal will be walking back into the tavern.
I'm gonna feel the familiar rub of the cat on my leg. I'm gonna reach down, pat it on the head, slip something into its collar, and then send it off.
Alright. And as you do this,
Is that a fucking messenger cat? PugChamp?
Mortal, as you go to pass the threshold of the door, one of the gentlemen puts their hand on your chest and stops you. And where do you think you're going?
To Mortal
Oh.
or Quill?
To Mortal.
Okay.
To Quill. Fuck.
Okay, okay.
It's fine. It's only been
Shut up.
4 sessions.
5 sessions.
4 sessions.
4 sessions.
Quill is going to reply, I must go this way. And he's just gonna try and keep walking.
Please get into a bar fight. Please get into a bar fight. Please get into a bar fight.
Out of character, a bar fight would be a really bad idea because Quill is not very strong.
Do you have more than 10 HP?
More than 10 HP. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you're better than Gnarly was.
Well,
Gnarly's over 10 HP now.
12.
Yay.
Jesus.
The
Wizard, by the
gentleman
way.
looks over to the other hooded figure whose face you can't see and looks back at you. That's not going to happen. And I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Oh,
I have-
fuck.
I have almost 3 times your hit points.
Can I try and intercept this and give him advantage on it? Or am I too far
no,
away?
the
You're,
door
like-
is near the back of the...
Can I Misty Step there?
I'll say you have time to miss these.
Actually, I think the better way to go around this is perception then to see if I can even see it happening.
This will be in the middle of what I don't want to...
So it's very visible.
This is a very visible confrontation, yeah.
Okay, then I'm
Everyone is sitting, no one's being rowdy except for this particular scene of some of the only people standing up at the moment.
gonna go ahead and do that and
Alright.
kind of grab onto the wrist of the guy who's probably just about to stab my friend.
Fuck. Fuck, I didn't take the spell. Fuck.
Make another dex saving throw, because now you have advantage.
Okay.
Or actually, no, I'm going to say I have disadvantage, because he's grabbing the
Okay.
wrist. Alright.
Okay.
So, as he reaches out with both arms, grabbing your arm, Quill, going to make a movement to toss you over his shoulders. All of a sudden, Nim, as if walking out of a mist, grabs his arm and prevents it.
I mean, this
He's
this
with
guy was
me.
trying to toss me over his shoulders.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck, buddy. I'm 360 pounds.
He doesn't know that. You look like someone that weighs about 100 pounds.
Oh boy.
I look at the guy and go, he's with me. I'll take care of him.
I'm
He
still gonna
nods
try
and-
and I'm still trying to push into that room.
He nods, and as he lets go, unless Nim wishes to attempt to stop you, you are free to walk through the door.
I'm going through.
Damn it, I used my saw slots. I am going to put my shoulder on his, or my hand on his shoulder now. Well. And kind of like slap him in the face.
You take a point of damage because you just slapped a piece of rock.
How hard are you slapping him?
It's kind of like a wake up.
Okay, you're fine then. At this point, Quill, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
The pull remains.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly look at Nim and say, the words will me this way, and I'm just gonna keep going.
All right.
I'm going to make a strength check to
I was
pull
gonna
him
say,
out
I'm
of the
gonna
bar.
say you're
Yeah.
pushing through him now. You have to make a strength check, and I need a strength check from Nim as well.
Yeah, this is where this situation ends.
This is
Yeah.
gonna. Well, you say that.
I'm kicking myself. I'm kicking my past self
Oh,
for
shit!
not predicting the future.
Oh my god!
Nim, you are able to stop him, and as he fully comes to a halt, Quill, for the first time ever, you are going to pass out.
Oh,
And I'm guessing he just crumbles.
He just collapses. With this note, Quill, you find your consciousness in an never-ending darkness as far as you can see, with but drips of water echoing in the distance.
God damn it. Here we go.
Drip, 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 drip.
am I like what am I doing? Is this
You
like
are
a dream?
just.
Or
You don't
am
know.
I
You just suddenly find yourself in this dark expanse with the sound of dripping water.
it's just totally black and I'm basically in a void?
Yes.
Okay. Um can I discern where the dripping sound is coming from? Is it a specific direction?
It seems to be coming from all around you.
Huh. I'm going to call out to the void and say, no, I'm not going to say dad. Nope, nope. I'm going to say, I do as the words wish. Yep. Stop it. Nope.
As the words escape your mouth, you hear no sound.
Oh shit.
Something, however, catches your glimpse. Catch a glimpse of something out of the corner of your eye, almost as if it was swimming through the air.
I'm gonna look towards it.
As you do, and you turn around, suddenly you find yourself in a cave. This dripping sound still there.
I'm gonna look around the cave.
Looking around, there doesn't seem to be any entrance or anywhere to go, except for this carving on the end of the cave wall.
I'm going to inspect the carving then.
As you go close to look at it, you find your vision go blurry, and the cave begins to fill up with water slowly. Make a investigation check on the symbol on the wall.
Okay. Are you kidding me?
It's not a symbol you recognize. It appears to be some sort of creature, not one that you've personally seen before. And as the room fills up with water, growing up to your waist, then your chest, and finally above your head, filling up the entire cavern, you find yourself once again in darkness.
Uh, yeah, I mean, Cole's got nothing else to say.
Would you like to try and do anything?
Um, I don't think Quill would have much else to do floating into a void.
Well, specifically now you're just in a water in a cave without lights.
Oh right. Okay. I'm gonna try and go deeper into the cave.
All right. As you look down, you suddenly find that the floor that was once beneath you is now open ocean. You see bioluminescent coral as far as the eye can see, lighting up a whole different world beyond anything you've ever imagined. Fish and eels swim by effortlessly, as if your very existence was nothing but a trivial nuisance.
I'm gonna try and grab one of the fish.
As you reach out and you find your hands around one, it disappears. As you do, there's a notable growl echoed throughout the water from far away, or so you think. As it gets louder once more, as if a large mass has moved. The very coral itself seems to break and shatter as if something is bursting up from underneath it, the light scattering, making it difficult to see. Raising before you just a single mass of darkness, blocking out all light from behind it. And the single eye opens, deep crimson red, looking straight at you. During this, we are now back into the tavern, where Quill is currently unconscious. Suddenly and seemingly with no reason. Nim and Faye and Mortal are...
Um,
Printers broke team.
Is this the same or different barkeep that I talked to?
Fuck.
This is the only a moment has passed since Quill has passed out.
Well, no. The one that I talked to.
Oh, yes.
Girl, you got any rooms for us? I think we're gonna have to stay. I'll pay.
Different barkeep up top.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I asked.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood you. You're still on top. You haven't gone down the stairs yet.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the barkeep then. You got any rooms?
Yeah. If they're with you, they're with you. Not my, nothing on my head.
I nod.
Are you gonna drag him down the stairs, or do you want some? He weighs 300 pounds.
I know.
Pick-
I'm trying to
Pick me
think.
up with your -1 strength.
Pick me up.
I'm trying to think of
before
how to
you
do
go,
this.
I would like to attempt to carry him. Before I do, I would like to smack Quill to try and wake him up. Can I do that?
You can do it.
Okay.
God fucking damn it.
Does that hit?
It doesn't. I don't even think it hits, actually.
Okay.
What's your AC?
My armor class is 13. so
Yeah, it doesn't even hit. In your confusion, you punch the floor.
All right.
Take 1 point of damage.
Uh,
Because
Do
that
I-
fucking hurts.
do I break the floor?
No, the floor here seems to be
Sturdy floor.
it's very sturdy.
Okay. I
Come
go
on, mortal.
again. And
Come
I
on,
try to
mortal. Help me
smack him.
carry him.
I want to wake him up. I want to try and wake him anyway.
4 hours later, Mortal goes unconscious
Hey, there
after
we
having
go.
to punch the floor.
All right. Roll damage.
Okay.
All right.
4 points damage.
As you scratch at him with your claws, despite what that description says,
It's a punch.
it doesn't do slashing damage then.
It's a total punch. It's like a falcon punch, but
Anyway.
bulkier.
As he punches Quill,
I hate
there
this
seems
so
to be
much,
no
but I
response
love
or
it.
movement from Quill. Quill, you've taken 4 damage.
Okay.
Love it.
Now
I,
will you help me?
Yeah. I would like to pick him up, if possible.
I'm gonna assist.
Okay, so I need a
Strength
strength check from each of you. And Faye. 'cause
What the
Oh my
fuck?
God.
That was almost a 19. And
It
then
we
was
when
can
you-
almost a-
reroll
it
fast
was-
because it's and Faye. It's a strength check, not a strength saving throw.
Oh, it is. I did a save as well. Okay, that's better.
Oh my God.
Faye,
also-
if you're
I also
helping,
did a
yeah, not much better. Okay, after
I rolled 18. So,
after some struggle in trying to decide how to carry him, the occasional drop on one end, which was thankfully only his feet, you do
Not-
get him down the stairs where you are able to acquire a room for him.
I'm not the most gentle when it comes to things. Looks at my 9 dexterity. Yeah.
I think we should stay the night, because we cannot carry him anywhere.
At this time now, Quill, we're going back into you now. You stand before a large mass of darkness, a single crimson eye staring at you. The
How
light,
big is this eye?
it is 3 stories.
Holy shit.
You are but a speck before it. The bioluminescent coral behind you lighting up the scenery, but even still, this mass is just darkness. Dark and formless.
I'm gonna try and reach out and touch it.
You want to swim towards it?
Yeah.
All right. You, as you make your way over, a minute passes. 5, 10. Though you are making an attempt to swim towards it, you are stuck in place. As this time you feel a pain cross your face. A slight scratch appears in the stone of your mask face.
Face.
You feel a warmth come over you once more, and a single voice. Closer. Almost.
I'm gonna double time it to try and get closer.
All right. I need you to make a dexterity check then, please. 18. You feel yourself break away from whatever chains are. You swim closer and closer to the eye as it begins to close, reaching it just as it closes and finding it engulfing your being, sucking you into darkness once more. With a single small dot of light in the distance.
I'm gonna head towards the light.
All right. I didn't mean to hit that. Don't pay that any attention. As you reach the light, you find it engulfing all of your sight, blinding you for a moment, and waking upon a couch. This room is unfamiliar to you. As you look around, you find the sleeping figures of your party members late at night.
I'm kind of trancing, not sleeping.
You wouldn't be aware that he's awake yet,
Okay.
but it looks to him as if you're asleep. But a whisper within your mind echoes, I.
Uh, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head down and outside.
Do I
Alright.
notice this because I am semi-conscious?
Are we all
Uh,
staying in the same room, by the way?
Yes, I think so.
I presume you would have all attempted to keep watch and taken.
I failed miserably at this. I am snoring.
I am trancing, so I am semi-conscious this entire time.
Are you being quiet, Quill, in leaving the building?
Yes.
All right. I need you to make a stealth check. Phase. I need you to make a perception check. All right. As Quill's body lays there, still dormant, Quill, your spirit leaves your body as you move and get up. Unnoticed,
What?
however, by yourself as you leave the building.
Do I feel any pull in any particular direction?
No. As you exit the building and you look outside, rain begins to pour down heavily. Another whisper enters your mind. My eye. I will have. You wake once more, this time truly, on the couch. Faye, you notice Quill jump, startling awake. Oh, you're back.
Back from where?
You sort of just collapsed.
Interesting.
Do I hear them talking at this point?
Yes.
I'm gonna snap out of my trance and look directly at Quill. You caused me a lot of issues today. I want you to know that.
I apologize.
It's fine. What do we know what time it is? I'm assuming it's just like the middle of the night.
Right now is the middle of the night, yes.
Mortal will just say half asleep. Alright. Could we please get back to sleep?
I was about to say the same thing. Finish resting, and we gotta leave in the morning.
And as soon as I say this, you hear him snoring again.
I'm gonna enter my sentry's rest.
All right. With that, night passes by. And I think I will call it there today.
Next meme!
God damn.
That fail when only wanted to use backstory trait a little bit, ended up having to use it to pull in literally every fucking favor I had.
And then I almost fucked it for everybody.
Okay, I am kicking myself so fucking hard. I have
Oh.
spells that could have helped with that entire situation,
Hey,
but I couldn't cast them because I didn't take
hey,
them.
did
Oh,
you
you
say
mean-
cold person?
You mean whole person?
Yeah. Whole person was one of them. Calm emotions. I could have calmed the entire room.
If I didn't
I
disguise
couldn't-
self twice, I was gonna use charm person.
I couldn't tell you what to do because I didn't know where you were going to go.
Lesser restoration. You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition affecting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. So if Quill was any of those, I would have just touched him and he would have gone back up. I'm assuming that's none of them. It's just, but I could have helped. Yeah. Any of those.
I've been keeping track of the days passing. And because there's specific days where certain things are going to happen, according to the celestial bodies. And that night was one of them. And it also coincided so perfectly with some other backstory elements that were happening. I was just like, this is going to get ugly.
Oh boy. I was not prepared for this.
None of you
session.
were. I'm pretty sure Usyk had a moment of pure panic.
I had a moment of pure, I don't want everyone to die, so I need to do the next actions carefully.
Yeah, it was great. I'm glad I was able to go into so much backstory stuff, but still keeping. There are cards up my sleeve, but I enjoyed today. Today was fun.
It
I
was
didn't get to
a
stab
very good
anything with
session.
my new fancy spear. I'm disappointed.
It's not
Yeah.
always going to be stabby.
You
What?
get to slap me while I was unconscious
Yeah.
with your turtle punch.
Turtle punch.
Turtle punch.
Total punch.
Yes. I'm glad that I had some worries going into this specific bit, but it worked out well. So I'm happy.
Things escalated quickly there.
Like
Very
there was a
quickly.
the dates match. The celestial bodies are in the correct positions, and that was going to happen whether or not what decision you made of what location you went. So you were kind of in for that ride anyway, Quill or Benny. However, there were other circumstances that changed things to that, which spoilers. But yeah, that was-
I'm
Was
gonna
it-
eat that cat.
Was it
Good luck.
was it poison in that drink?
you don't know.
Alright.
It's nice
I'm
and
gonna
tingly going down.
I'm gonna find which plane of existence that cat is from. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna.
It's a fake cat,
Oh
It's a
my
fake cat.
god.
Benny. It's
Are you
actually
sure
it's actually
about
the
that?
entity that killed your father in my campaign.
Are
No,
you
no,
sure
no,
about
no,
that?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a fake cat. It could be a fiend. Could be celestial.
To be honest, technically, even he doesn't know.
I have no clue.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's just a cat. It's a cat that I randomly
It's
got.
it's a it's a cat. It's a cat.
Just a normal cat. Totally normal cat smile.
There was I don't know. Do you want to share Usyk with the general backstory of what happened while you were away?
You can go ahead.
I mean, with the with the closet and all that.
Yeah, while he was away during that session.
Yeah. Yeah. During that fight, where you came
No,
in and
I
everything
mean
was-
from his end, because there was stuff that happened that he went and did in character.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Go ahead
it
and
wasn't just he was gone, but
go ahead and let them know what happened, Knight or Unknown.
I mean, we can know. It doesn't mean our characters know.
Exactly.
well, that's why I'm asking. It's like, do you want?
I'm fine with them knowing
Okay,
out of
so-
character.
I'll leave it then, because there's stuff I can do with that.
Let me just say there may be a reason why I was disguising myself in this town.
Makes sense.
Interesting.
So, what I've learned is that I'm never taking Guiding Bolt. I'm never learning Guiding Bolt because it's literally haven't casted it a single time. I'll take things that actually help us, like lesser restoration, or
I felt so bad when you're like, "Which should I take?" I'm like, "I know which one you should take, but I can't tell you."
I was
dice
outright going to say take
chose-
whole person.
because I don't know, Guiding Bolt is really good. It's a ranged attack. It deals a lot of damage. The next attack against it has advantage. It's really good. But I literally haven't casted it a single time
Yeah.
because I feel like we have enough damage within all of us to deal with things. Like we got Benny just firing off Eldritch Blasts, we got Gnarly throwing sticks, we got Uzik like rolling crits and like
Backstabs.
yeah, backstabs. I need to be the kind of like Keely and controlling kind of thing.
By the way, sticks are about to get so much deadlier in this campaign.
Oh yeah. I could make a spiritual weapon and make it a stick.
That would be great.
But
Not
that's
going
the
to.
thing. The hell?
Hmm?
Faye, why did you... What? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. I just
So
disabled something.
we've got all our hit dice back at this point, right?
I would
I
assume
mean,
so.
it's been several days.
Yes.
And all spell slots now because we are resting.
Yeah, all your... Well, you've had your spell slots since.
I used them,
Oh, yeah, you used... Yeah.
including my racial feature. All that's reset. I'm good.
Hey, Knight, check my personality traits real quick.
No.
Is it?
Oh, I'm
Is
gonna
it?
sign
Is it
off
a
stream. I'll be
bond?
right back.
Is it a bond or a personality?
All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed D&D. And next week again, we are taking off of D&D. I have IRL stuff as well as the DM, so we are just canceling that session, and we will be back the weekend after with session number 5 of the Divided Lands of Tal'Dorei. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new here, go ahead and follow the stream. If you want more information on the stream and when the D&D sessions are going to be taking place, follow me on Twitter. There should be a link down below. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a good evening.